Hi guys, um, so I trust you're well. Um, I'm coming to you from Dubai at the Dubai International Airport. I'm transiting to the US, going to DC, and I wanted to just share with you a few things which I've been thinking over the last few hours. So there's a story about two guys who came from the US. One of the guys was called Tommy, and he had this friend who he went to India with, and they had an interest in the fashion industry. So they went together, and they were traversing through the villages and the towns of India, Mumbai, Kolkata, and just looking at things that they could come up with. Just looking at the garments industry, looking for opportunities. And when they came back to the US, Tommy had seen that most of the people in India were walking barefoot, so they didn't have shoes. And this was back in the 80s. So he designed a very simple shoe that could be bought at very affordable price points. So he made a plastic shoe, and then he sent a few to India. They were accepted, and then he produced them en masse. And later on went on to build a multi-billion-dollar industry out of this. Remember, there were two friends, Tommy and the friend. Tommy saw an opportunity, and he was able to capitalize and build a solution that affected millions of people and build wealth out of this. So for his friend, we don't know so much about him, but I presume that maybe he didn't have the same ability to see things as his friend Tommy did. So in the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 2 to 3, it says, "The rich and the poor have this in common. The Lord made them both." And then it says, "The prudent sees danger and they take cover, but the simple keep on going and they are plundered." So maybe it's a good time for us to ask ourselves, how do we see things? Because if both the rich and the poor are made by God, and the difference is how they perceive things, how they see stuff, could it be that we haven't progressed so much in our careers or in our businesses because of how we see things? Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be traveling and just meeting different people. So I'm thinking of how do I change the way I see stuff? How do I make the best out of situations so that I can better myself and also come up with better ideas to better our communities? So I'm just throwing out a challenge out to you that it is very critical for you to change the way you see stuff, to change the way you perceive things. And I'm sure that even as you transverse in your community, in your country, or even cross-border, you are going to be like Tommy. You are going to look at opportunities and have the mental capacity for you to analyze situations and invest time so that you can come up with the innovations and solutions that can be able to help different people. So thank you so much for your time. Looking forward, if you're in DC, looking forward to seeing you and having conversations. So thank you so much.